Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the news, it just keeps getting worse for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Things have not been going great for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky since the debacle in the Oval Office with President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. A bit of good news has hit today, and I'll mention this a few times today probably, but the Ukrainian president has finally agreed to do the minerals deal, to do it Trump's way. And Trump will announce that during his joint address to Congress tonight, which some are calling a State of the Union, but officially is not listed as a State of the Union. That being said, and that's just semantics, that being said, it gets worse for Zelensky. See, it's not just Trump that has a problem. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, all these networks, they want to paint a picture that Trump was so out of line that the American people are furious with the president for how he handled Zelensky. But the truth is, they're not. And CNN had to admit it because they just did a poll. And in the poll, it showed very clearly the American people love how President Donald Trump is handling this situation. We're tired of sending our money to a meat grinder where people are perishing. We don't like that. We like peace. We want a peaceful world, not perpetual war. I want you to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Well, I think the easiest way we can kind of just ask this is, do Americans like the way that Trump's handling his job and compare it to how they felt about Joe Biden? So this is the net approval rating. You look at Joe Biden back in 2024, he was 22 points underwater. Holy cow. You look at Donald Trump, it's just a different planet entirely. I mean, the gulf between these two is wider than the Gulf of America or Mexico, depending on which side of the aisle you stand on. He's at +2. So, look, at this particular point, Americans are giving Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt. He's doing considerably better than Joe Biden was doing on the handling of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And so on this simple question, I think Americans are saying, okay, Donald Trump's doing all right on this.
What about specifically on how they feel about bringing the war to an end?
Yeah, okay. So, look, questions on this can be quite complicated, but I think this kind of gets at sort of where the American trend line is. Americans on the Russia-Ukraine war want a quicker end of the war, but Russia keeps its captured land. Look at this, 50%. Bare majority coming in here. Support Ukraine's right to fight, even if it means a longer war. That's at 48. This is very, very close. But the trend line on this question is so important because that want a quick end of the war, look at this. You go back to August of 2022, it was at 31%. Now we're at 50%. I mean, that is a rocket ship upwards in terms of the Americans who want a quick end to the war, even if it means Russia keeps the captured Ukraine land. Americans are moving closer and closer to wanting a compromise, even if it means that Ukraine doesn't really get what it set out to want, at least at the beginning of this war.